The theological areas that are under pressure for evangelicals today are many, but I select and choose just two of them. The first one has to do with the so-called, technically speaking, anthropology, the view of man, of the person, of men and women. And this has to do with issues of personal identity, sexual identity, gender identity, the very sense of who we are. This is an area that is going through a fluidity and uncertainty and also a controversy that is going to create an issue for evangelical theology. So we have to do more work and more homework in grounding our views and practices in the biblical teaching of what constitutes a man and a woman, what is the grounding of us, of our humanity, of our embodied humanity, of our sexual humanity, of our gendered humanity, and grounding all this in Scripture, rather than allowing the present-day social sciences or digital media or university pressures to redefine our humanity. There is another aspect of this anthropological challenge that has to do with the issue distinguishing the human and the non-human beings. You know, there is a growing interest in paying attention to animal life, non-human animal life, even vegetal life, and even life outside of our planet. And also another aspect of that is everything that has to do with the artificial intelligence. What is human? What is not human? What is artificial? These are critical areas that are not perhaps, that not received traditionally a interest in past accounts of theology, but that these are borders and moving borders of our time, and we need to invest to make sure that we're not overwhelmed by non-biblical views of all these things. And the other area that is going to be still very critical, but is going to be even more critical, has to do with the doctrine of sin. That is the view whereby we are all, according to the Bible, we are all fallen beings, we are all sinners, and that is a negative news that precedes the good news. Otherwise, the good news cannot be really good if it's not preceded by the bad news that we're all sinners. Now, on this very topic, our own contemporary culture doesn't want to listen to the fact that we're all sinners. We are sinners. Instead, it wants to affirm in the main that we're good people. We are not so bad people, not too bad people. And if there is a problem, the problem lies with the neighbor, with society, with the economy, with politics, but not related to ourselves as individual people. So we have to defend and perhaps do some more work on the biblical doctrine of sin, in that it defines who we are. We are created in the image of God, but we're also fallen into sin, and that fallenness needs to be carefully defended and be part of what we say, what we preach, and how we teach our neighbors, our brothers and sisters in the church and beyond.